Close that out here. All right. Well, welcome. Today, I want to give you a demo, answer some questions as well. So we're doing a live demo and a Q&A session here. The new machine here from Shark, this is the Shark StainForce. This is a really portable spot carpet stain cleaner. Of course, you can use it on other fabrics, materials like couches, chairs, area rugs, tons of different applications. And I want to go over the machine. We're going to do some live demoing of it. So I'm going to make some spills and stains here on this carpet, and we're going to go ahead and clean it up. If you do have any questions, go ahead and pop them in here, and I will answer them as I can. And it looks like we're doing good right now. I don't have any questions. So the first thing is probably just going over the machine itself. So let's go ahead and do that. The Shark StainForce is a new model by Shark, and it's an updated kind of a new version, excuse me, of a portable carpet cleaner. Now, they have tons of other types, so here is kind of one of their older models, and this is the Stain Striker. It's a portable carpet cleaner, but see, it's much bigger. You got to carry it around. It requires a plug, and it's got a hose and water, and it's just a totally different setup. The StainForce here is really made as a really portable, easy to use cleaner that you're just going to clean up really quick spills and stains with it. So if you want to, we can go ahead and first start by taking a look at the machine itself. So it comes in this caddy here. Now the caddy does have a nice handle here, so you're going to be able to really easily carry it around. You've got the machine here, and you've got some cleaner, and then you've got a different attachment. So let's go ahead and start here by looking at the machine. So this is it. It's a handle here that you're going to hold. Very easy to use. It's just one button here, so that is your on and off button. We'll use it here in a second. It does have a little rubber pad here for you to grip it easily, so you can have a nice grip on it as you're scrubbing and cleaning up your stain. So here you have kind of your cylinder piece. This is going to be your container here, your canister, if you will, and this is going to collect all of your dirty water, your spill, whatever you're cleaning is going to get collected into this canister here. Now you have your scrub head here, and this is a removable scrub head. So you can pop this off here, and you can swap it out with the narrow tool here. So you've got two different cleaning attachments. This narrow tool is going to be for your smaller areas, maybe behind a couch, between a chair, something like that, in your car, getting in tighter spots. Here you have your wider path tool, and this is kind of your standard cleaning tool. It's about 3 inches here, 2.5 inches. Now, one feature that I do like here is that this cover does come off, and that comes in handy when you're cleaning. So cleanup is going to be really easy with this because you're going to get hair, dirt, dust, debris, stuff that gets stuck in here, and it's really nice to be able to take that off and clean everything out when you're all done. Another cool feature here is this scrub head here. Now, a lot of machines don't actually have this, and what you do is you can pop this off and you can flip it around. So this is a kind of a rubber piece here, and this is going to work really good for getting up hair on fabric. So this rubber I found is really good at cleaning up hair. And then your traditional scrub bristles here. So we're going to use the traditional scrub bristles. It pops on the front of the machine here really easy. You're just going to push it on. It'll snap into place. Push that, it pulls right off. You can swap out the attachments here as needed for whatever you're cleaning. Really easy. Now, another thing I do want to show you here is that inside here is another little filter. So this is actually really cool because you're going to collect even more hair, dirt, dust, and debris gets stuck in here. When you're all done cleaning, you can open that up, empty that out, and makes cleanup a little easier. Then the cylinder or the tank itself does come off. So here you have your locking mechanism. You're just going to pop that off. It comes right off. You can take out the, this is kind of the motor component to it. So this spins and it's part of the machine and how it functions. And then you can actually scrub everything out. It does have a quick pour spout. Let me show you that. So after you've cleaned up a mess or a spot or a stain, you will open this pour spout down here, and then anything in the canister here you can go ahead and dump out. So that makes cleanup a little bit easier when you're cleaning. What do you say? You want to go ahead and give it a try here? Let's go ahead and make a mess here, and we will go ahead and clean it up. So I've got some liquid here, and we're going to simulate a fresh spill. So I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of red dye liquid, and we've had an accident here right on the carpet. So we will go grab our Shark StainForce. Now it is battery powered. I should show you that really quick. You've got the plug and the adapter here, so you're just going to plug it in, charge it up, and then you're ready to go. So power button on top. Let's go ahead and extract the liquid. That's the first thing that when you want to do. You're going to turn it on, and the head of the vacuum right here, you're going to put it into the fibers of the carpet, tilt it up at an angle, pull back, and we'll extract that. And really all you want to do is just continue here until you don't see anything else coming up through the head of the vacuum, or you're satisfied with how it's picked everything up. So there you go. You see all that liquid was picked up here in the canister there. And then you've got your quick pour spout. So you would go ahead and dump that out into the, sink, toilet, wherever you want to dump that out. You're going to discard all of that liquid there. Now, let's go ahead and feel here how good of a job that did. Yeah, so a little damp to the touch, but it picked up a lot of the liquid there. Now with it, you're going to get this cleaning solution. Now Shark does this with a lot of their products, and they have dual cleaning solutions. So this one is a kind of a regular detergent and an oxy cleaner. So it's a really kind of cool system here. Let's see if I can take the cap off here. So you got this spray head here, and then these are they're not refillable, but you can purchase new ones, right? And so it comes with your dual cleaning solution here, and then they mix when they're sprayed together. That activates that oxy cleaning solution, that oxy power, and then it cleans up the spot. So you would just spray it down here, the spot, after you get all the liquid up that you can. And then what you're going to do is with the bristles of the cleaning tool, you're going to scrub that spot. So what you want to do is you want to get that cleaning solution into the fibers of the carpet, the fabric, whatever you're cleaning, to help with the stain there. And it kind of just depends on the stain. On a stain like this, it's a fresh stain, it's not as big of a deal. But for an older stain, something that's really deep in the carpet, you do want to let that cleaning solution kind of work on it. And then you're going to extract it. Now, it was not a lot of spray, so a lot's not going to get extracted here, but again, we'll push the button here. There we go. And that's it. And then you would continue as needed until you're satisfied with how the spot came clean. And then it's time to actually clean the machine. So it does have a self-cleaning kind of function. So this comes out of the caddy, and then it might be hard to see, but inside here there's a little max fill line. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to take some clean water. You're going to pour it in here to the max fill line, which is not a lot of water. That was like 1/4 cup of water. You'll put it back in here. Then you'll put the StainForce into the caddy here, and then you're just going to turn it on, and it's going to suck up all that water. And there you go. It totally cleaned out that caddy there, so nothing left in there. And then it's all in the machine here. And then again, you're going to discard that. You'll open the pour spout here, and then you can dump that out. Close it up here, and then you can take it apart for further rinsing and cleaning. Kind of this turbo motor comes out of the middle here, and then you've got your empty canister there. You can rinse everything out, put it aside, let it dry out until you're ready to use it for the next time. Now, a couple things about the machine here. It is really light. So I think the machine here with the handle is about 6 pounds. So it's really light, 6.5 pounds, really light, easy to carry around. I can pretty much use it with just one hand. You've got your 2 cleaning attachments here. So that's good for different things that you're trying to clean. Then you've got, the charging port here on the side if you want to charge it. A couple things about the battery. This is one of the pros and cons here. One of the pros is that unlike some other cleaning machines like this, there are these little stick vacuums that are specifically made for wet messes and liquid. You cannot use them in any position. So you have to either use them kind of in an upright position like this, or sometimes you can do like this. But the way this machine is built, since you don't have any cleaning solution in it to clog the motor or anything, you can use it in any position. And I'm actually going to be using it in my car. I've got a daughter, and something happened with something she was eating, and it splashed up on the roof of my car. And I'm going to try this out to clean the roof of my car. And in that case, it can work in that position. So that was one of the cool features, kind of whatever you're trying to clean, maybe something spilled down the side of a bed, right? And you move the bed out and you just want to get down there and scrub it a little bit. That is a pro there that allows you to do that because it can work in any position. Downside is it is battery powered. On a full charge, it can run up to 15 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot. However, 15 minutes is actual run time, so that's actually when you're using the vacuum portion of the machine. And really, if you saw when I cleaned up that mess there, we used it for about 30 seconds. So it really doesn't have to run for a long period of time. Part of the time when you're cleaning is going to be scrubbing, maybe dabbing it up with a towel or something like that. So 15 minutes runtime is actually pretty good for a battery-powered machine. To get a full charge, it takes about 5 hours to get it fully charged. And then another pro here with the Shark is that it does have a warranty. So you've got a 2-year warranty on it. So if something fails on it outside of normal wear and tear, right, then that will be covered by their warranty. And that's actually good because I have had in the past electronics. It's just kind of the cost of doing business, I guess I would say. Sometimes electronics do not work right out of the box. No faults of kind of you or what you did or kind of the manufacturer. And as long as they have a good warranty, typically they'll just replace it, get you a new unit that is working properly. So that's the cool thing. I do like the warranty feature on the Shark products. So that's really nice. So let's go ahead and try out this attachment here since we used the larger cleaning path tool. Let's go ahead and try the more narrow one. Now this would be better suited kind of to get a really targeted spot or, maybe behind a chair or in a nook or a cranny or something like that. So again, I've got my food coloring in my water here to just kind of simulate a little mess there. So that was a 1/2 cup of liquid there. And now, button on the top here, we're just going to push that button. We're going to tilt the head of the vacuum at an angle here so we get good contact on the tip for good suction, and then we'll vacuum it up. Nice. As you can see, everything was picked up there in the canister. All that's left to do now is empty that. So there's a quick pour spout here on the bottom. So you'll just hold that over a sink or toilet or a bucket in my case, and then you'll just dump it out there. Easy. And then for further cleanup, you can actually take it apart. but it actually does have a self-cleaning function. Now for the self-cleaning function, you do need to put on the wide path tool. And then here on the caddy, this comes out here and you fill this up with a little bit of water. It's about a 1/4 cup of water. It's not a lot of water. You probably won't be able to see it, but there's a max fill line in there. So you're just gonna pour some cool, clean water in there to the max fill line. Pop that in. You'll put your StainForce back in. You'll turn it on. Yeah. Yeah. So it picked everything up there. And then again, same kind of thing. You can open up the canister here. Quick pour spout. Empty out the water. And then for further cleanup, it does come completely apart here. So here's the handle and the motor. You can set that aside. And then for cleaning everything else out, it's really designed to be cleaned up really well. This comes out here so you can rinse that off, clean that up. The front comes off here, so just a little button down here, you push that and your cleaning tool comes off. The cleaning tool does come apart here as well, so you take the cover off. You'll get hair and dirt and dust and debris that gets in there, so that's nice to take that apart to rinse it. And then here in the front, you do have a little filter as well. So this comes out of the front. And then this opens up, and then you've got a filter in there, which we've caught some crumbs and hair and dirt and dust and stuff. Oops. So I can go ahead and clean that out so my machine will be all good and ready to use. Let's see, do we have any questions here? Has anybody got any questions? Not seeing any questions. If you do have any questions, feel free to pop them in. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Boop. And I think we'll do one more demonstration here, and then I'll use the larger cleaning tool here, and we'll put everything back together. So the little filter snaps together there, goes in the front. Put your cleaning tool on. Cleaning tool has a little button here to take it on and off. Both of them have that little button feature on it. The caddy here has a place for you to keep your cleaning tool that is not in use. And then the motor goes in the back. And then the handle you put on. So it's got these two little hooks down here. You line those up with the little tabs of plastic here. Those rest right in there. And then you just tilt it up. A little button latch here on top. Push completely until that latches and locks in place. And now we're ready to clean up a stain here or a spill. So this machine is great for fresh spills. You can use it on some more stubborn or old spots and stains as well, but this is really good for something just happened. Go get this. It's super easy to kind of store because everything fits in the caddy here. It's all battery powered, so you could put this in a closet, somewhere easily accessible. Something happens, you just run and grab it, and then you can just clean up that spill really easily. So let's go ahead and simulate that. Just got some colored water here. We had our fresh spill there. And now, grab our machine here. Super easy functionality. One button on the top here turns it on. You've got the slot here at the top of the head attachment here, and that's going to be the vacuum area. So you want to push that. You don't really need to push hard, but you want to tilt it into the fibers of the carpet at an angle here. If you're kind of like this, it's not going to pick up that great. So you want to put it at an angle so you're getting good contact with your surface, and then just drag it over the area where you're cleaning. So we'll turn it on. I'm just applying a little pressure here, not a lot. And that's it, see? Picked up all that liquid there in the canister. Pretty cool, huh? And then, to clean the stain even further, you get this cleaning solution with it. Now this is a dual cleaning solution, so it's got kind of your regular detergent or cleaner, and then it's got an oxy boosted cleaner, which helps break down stains a little bit more. And they mix when you spray it, so they keep them separated, and then when you spray, it combines the two, and it gives you a little bit of extra cleaning power. So you'll spray that onto the area that you had your spill or your accident. Then on the front here, you have your scrub bristles that you will scrub that spot. But the cool thing is that this is reversible. So you can pop this off, and then you've got a different, this is more of a rubber pad here, and this works great for more delicate surfaces. And then also it picks up hair really well. So sometimes you can just run that on the side of your couch and it'll pick up all the hair, and you can just grab it in clumps. And it's just a different way to clean if you've got animals, you know what I'm talking about. So now we'll kind of just scrub that cleaning solution, get it into the fibers of the carpet. It's not as big of a deal with a fresh stain, but if you had an older stain, it's nice to let that cleaning solution get into the fibers of the carpet and really start to break down that stain to help you extract it. And again, same thing here. We're going to turn it on, tilt the machine, and then just pull it over. Now we're extracting that cleaning solution, anything left over with that stain. And that's it. And then you're going to have everything collected in that canister there. Be good, right? Now, you can empty that. So here on the front here, or on the bottom, excuse me, there's the quick pour spout. So we're going to turn it upside down here. I'll open that, and then I'll turn it over. Dump all that out. And that was actually strawberry syrup that I mixed and diluted with water, so it'll be a little sticky. So now we want to clean out the machine. So here in the caddy, we've got our little, I don't know, reservoir thing here. Inside there's a max fill line. You can't see it from the camera there, but there is a little max fill line down there. So what you do is you fill it up. It's about a 1/4 cup. And just a little bit of water there. Then you put your StainForce back in the caddy, turn it on. See how I cleaned up there? Turn it off, and it picked up all of that water in there, so nothing in there. And then it just kind of rinsed everything out, the head of the cleaner there, and then everything else. And then, again, same thing, you can open up the machine here, the canister, pour out that water, and then finally you take it apart here for your final and further cleaning. So take off the cleaning tool attachment, take out the filter, open up the filter to clear out the crumbs, hair, dirt, dust, debris, anything that got caught and clogged in there. Take out the part of the motor here that's inside, and rinse everything out. Set it aside, let it dry, and store it for future use. Really cool machine. It's battery powered, charges in about 5 hours completely, and then total runtime, if you turned it on and just let it run, it would run for 15 minutes straight. Doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're using it, in reality, you're not going to have it on the entire time. So part of the time you'll just have it off while you're scrubbing. Suction time is going to be 15 minutes. So really, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's plenty, and I haven't had any issues with the battery running out while I was cleaning something. So, you know, especially for smaller spots and areas and things like that. And then every time I do use it, I just pop it back on the charger, and I haven't had to, fingers crossed, use it, you know, 2 or more times in the same day, and if I did, I'm sure it would be just fine. So I haven't had an issue with the battery. It's really light. It's about 6.5 pounds, and that is just the machine itself here. So you can see here, really easy functional machine to use. It's just got the on-off button there. It's got the port here on the side. It comes with the charger. And when you do get it, it does come with all of this stuff. So you get the caddy, you get the machine, the StainForce, of course, you get the extra cleaning tool, you get the cleaning spray, which you can get refills. You can get refills of the base. I don't know if you can buy the spray handle itself, but you can get refills of the cleaning solution. And you get this all as a package there. So they do have a good warranty as well. So it's a 2-year warranty. And if that's, you know, anything that's defective with the machine, you can get a replacement. So I do like that fact. Warranties are a big deal to me, especially with all of my electronics, and I typically just go for the manufacturer warranty. Is good enough for me. I haven't had any issue, but there has been instances where I've had something fail due to no fault of my own. You know, as long as you use it as intended per the directions. This is for personal use or in-home residential use. It's not for commercial use. So as long as you're using as it's intended for, they will cover it under the warranty if something fails on their part. But do like that. So yeah, if you've got any questions, pop them in. I can try to get to them. And hi, Mark, what's going on? So thanks for stopping in. And yeah, do you guys want to see me use it one more time? See a demonstration? Let me know. And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to stick around for a few more minutes and show you how it works again, or answer any other specific questions. I do like Shark. I've got a lot of their products. On this channel, I've done reviews of dozens of different Shark products. I've got more coming as well. Shark has this kind of, I haven't talked to anybody to Shark about this, but in my experience, I've noticed that Shark always adds like one little extra novelty kind of thing to it, right? So with this machine, you know, it's kind of competing with these portable carpet cleaners. Very popular machines, and what they did is they took it, you know, they added that little feature where you can use it in any position, and then you don't have a canister that you need to fill, and then they added a really good cleaning solution. With some of their vacuums, they have the lift away models, right, that they lift away. With this model here, with their, this is the Stain Striker, they added the dual cleaning solution. So you've got this big tank right here that you fill up, very similar to other cleaners with your water and cleaning solution, and then you've got your smaller tank here, which is kind of your Oxy Boost cleaning solution. So they've you know, they always add like one little unique feature to it. So I'm not seeing any other questions here, so hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed the demo here of the Shark StainForce. It's one of the newest cleaners here from Shark. It's a cool machine. It's a handheld portable cleaner that's great for quick spills. So that's what I like it for. Over the weekend, my daughter had some friends over and something got spilled on the couch. No biggie. I got a cleaner for that. Just grabbed this, went over, got up the liquid real quick, and then, you know, cleaned it as needed after that. This cleaning solution did a good job as well. And I didn't mention it, but this cleaning solution, it smells amazing. I really do like the way that this smells. So a lot of their cleaners actually smell really good. So when you're all done, everything smells nice and fresh. So anyways, thank you for joining me. My name is Drew. I will see you in the next one.